My name is George S. Drew, and I am a Canadian author. I wrote the Elemental Walls series, and I'm here today to talk about my writing process. So, the Elemental Walls came about because I was coloring with my son, who was 2 years old at the time, and it just kind of looked like this map, and my brain went on this adventure, like an adventure, which ended up becoming a 6 book series. So, I mean, an adventure. Um, it was actually pretty incredible. It was one of those things that started blasting off. I started having thoughts about, certain scenes that I wanted to write and things that I was thinking about that would happen in these books. And, oh, if I do this, this is what can happen and this is how we can maintain. It took a while to craft. And then I kept trying to find a way to write my books without writing my books, which that took some time too. I'll tell you, when you procrastinate, it always takes time, and it was hard because I didn't want to sit down and actually write it out. Because typing at the laptop was hard for me. It's just not something I do very, very easily. I don't really use a computer very often, so when I'm sitting there like this, after 20 minutes, my back starts to really hurt. So laptop was kind of hard for me, but at the time I didn't have one anyway, so that wasn't too big of a thing. I just had my desktop computer, and so I tried to start writing on that. It was hard at the time to work, be a dad, and find time to write. It was very difficult. So it kind of ended up getting shoved to the back burner oftentimes. And then one day I was working some graveyards, and a customer of mine, I was actually talking to them about, well, hey, this is what I would love to do. I'd love to write, and I do this. And they were like, well, why don't you? And I was like, well, I don't have a laptop, so I would love to do it here when I've got no time, but I don't have the right. And she's like, I've got a laptop. And I was like, well, what? Yeah, but I don't have one. So this girl actually came back about an hour, maybe an hour and a half later, with a laptop, and she's like, "I hope you write your books, and I hope you, enjoy this, and you can make use of it." Really, one of the nicest things that I think someone's done for me. So, if this girl ever sees this and remembers this story, hey Desiree, thank you. I did. I started writing, and it was difficult for me to get into it, into the flow, because now I was using the medium, but I started trying to get it working. Life happened though, and as life does, it often gets in the way of things that you like and things that you want. So my writing ended up getting put back to the back burner for a while, and I kept trying to bring it out every so often, but I never really got it going. And then I kept telling my wife, however, I was like, hey, this is what I want. This is, I want to do this writing. I want to do this writing. And I guess she just got sick of me saying it, because she was like, well, George, do it. You can do this. You've got this. Like you got this. So honestly, super encouraging. So it was amazing that I was able to sit down, and I did. I tried to get back onto the laptop and start writing. It just didn't work, which made me really sad, because I was like, man, I really need to figure out how to do this writing. And then, oddly enough, somebody, I don't even remember who, was like, well, have you tried using it on your phone? And I was like, you can use that word on your phone? And they're like, yeah. And they looked at me like I was kind of behind the times and old, which I guess at the moment that I probably looked that way to this person. I got word onto my phone, and it's pretty funny. I may not be at the best typer with a laptop, but I tell you, I can text like nobody's business. So that's been really good for me. So I've been able to text. So that's how I started really writing. was on my phone. And so all of the Elemental Wall series and all of my future books, which, yes, I definitely intend to have more. I have already started on a new series. So all of those books have been written on my phone. This has been something that has been such an amazing medium for me. And because it's something that I keep close and hold dear, it gives me that opportunity that, I'm waiting in line at the grocery store, bam, I can write a couple lines. I'm sitting watching previews of a movie, I can write a couple lines. And so it's something that I've been really stoked about having, that's right there for me. As an author, how many pages should I be writing a day? And I looked up so much stuff, and I was trying to find it, and somebody just looked at me and when it told me, they were like, "Hey, it's your choice. You get to decide." So I did. I decided on 2 pages a day, and you know what? It's been honestly the best idea I've done. So I hope you guys have learned a bit. I have done this super fun. This is awesome. I love talking to you guys, and I hope to do this much more. If you do have any questions, please let me know, because I'm always down to answer anything I can. I love talking about books. I love talking about my books. I hope you love talking about my books too, and share them with your friends, your family. We'll talk to you guys soon.